we can continue with the mechanical properties of building products. Mechanics is an area of science concerned with the behavior of physical bodies when subjected to forces and displacements. All the deformations under external forces and the resistance of a material against them determine the mechanical properties of materials. Force is any interaction that will change the motion or shape of an object. Momentum can be defined as mass in motion. All the objects have mass, so if an object is moving, then it has momentum. Stress. In mechanics, stress is a physical quantity that expresses the internal forces that a neighboring particle of a continuous material exert on each other. According to the direction of force, there will be compressive or tensile stress in materials. Let's look at the mechanical properties of materials. We can start with compressive and tensile strength. Compressive stress appears when the material is under compression. External forces are applied towards the center of the material, which leads it to a smaller volume by decreasing the gaps between atoms. Tensile stress is the opposite of this. It appears when the external forces are applied from the center towards outside, which leads it to a bigger volume by increasing the gaps between atoms. If the force is increased, after a certain point, the microstructure of material will begin to change. Shear strength. A shear stress appears when a force which tends to produce a sliding failure on a material along a plane that is parallel to the direction of the force. If the force vector is perpendicular to the material's cross-section, it will cause a compressive or tensile stress according to the direction of the vector. If the force vector is parallel to the material's cross-section, it will cause a shear stress. Shear strength is the strength of material against type of deformation of structural failure when the material or component fails in shear. When a paper is cut with scissors, the paper fails in shear. Bending characterizes the behavior of a slender product subjected to external load applied perpendicularly to a longitudinal axis of the product. In the side of the product subjected to the force in this side, this side will be under compression, whereas the other side, the opposite side, the upper side, will experience tensile. Torsion is the twisting of an object due to an applied torque. Two forces in opposite directions applied perpendicularly to the axis of the material. With torsion, there usually appears bending and shearing stresses together. When long products with narrow cross-sections compared to its length are under compressive stress, buckling may occur. Buckling is characterized by a sudden sideways deflection of product.